আমার সঙ্গে চলো মহাজনের কাছে যাই, আমার সঙ্গে কাছে যাই। তুমি কিনবে কৃষ্ণ নাম, তুমি কৃষ্ণের কৃষ্ণ নাম, তুমি কিনবে কৃষ্ণ। দস্তুরি লইবে আমি পূর্ণ হবে কাম, দস্তুরি বে লই পূর্ণ হবে কাম। বড় দয়াল নিত্যানন্দ, বড় দয়াল নিত্যানন্দ। শ্রদ্ধা মাত্রে লয়ে দেন পরম আনন্দ, শ্রদ্ধা নাম। एक बार देख ले चक से जाल, एक बार देख ले चक से जाल। गौर बोले निताय दिन सकल संभाल, गौर बोले देन शुद्ध कृष्ण शिक्षा, देन शुद्ध कृष्ण शिक्षा। जाति धन विद्या बल न करे अपेक्षा, जाति धन विद्या बल न करे अपेक्षा। आमनी चारे माया जाल, आमनी चारे माया जाल। गृहे ठाको बने ठाको नाटके जंजाल। আর নাইকো বলির ভয়, আর নাইকো কলির ভয়। অচন্ডালে দিন নাম নিতায়ে দয়ময়। আমো ভক্তি বিনোদ ডাকি কয়, ভক্তি বিনোদ ডাকি কয়। নিতাই চরণ বিনা আর নাহি আশ্রয়। বড় সুখর খবর গায়, বড় সুখর খবর গায়। সুরভি কুঞ্জেতে নামে হাকুলেছে, খোড়া নিতাই, খোড়া নিতাই, খোড়া নিতাই, খোড়া নিতাই, খোড়া নিতাই, খোড়া নিতাই, খোড়া নিতাই। I'm singing news of great happy tidings. Lord Nityananda himself has opened a marketplace of the holy name in Surabhikunja. The news of its great results is that he is selling the pure holy name in that marketplace for the price of only one's faith. Lord Nityananda, the proprietor of the market, seeing all the devotees become attracted, is selling them the holy name after bargaining them with them. Oh brother, if you want to buy the holy name, then go with me. We must go to the presence of that great soul, Nityananda. You will buy the name of Krishna, I will take my commission, and all of your desires will be fulfilled. Lord Nityananda is greatly merciful, taking only one's faith, he gave the highest ecstasy. If Nitai sees only one's tears in the eyes while chanting the name Gaura, then he gives all resources to that person. He gives the pure teachings of Krishna to everyone and does not care for one's birth, wealth, knowledge, and strength. Now, giving up the illusory snare of Maya, either remain in household life, or in the forest as a sannyasi, for no more troubles remain. There is no more fear of the age of Kali. The merciful Nityananda gives the holy name to even the Chandalas. Bhaktivinoda calls out, except for the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, there is no other shelter. In Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय। गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन भज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीर वनचारी यमुना तीर वनचारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे राम राम हरे राधा नीलमाधव राधा नीलमाधव श्री राधे गौरनिताय गौरनिताय श्री श्री गौरनिताय जय प्रभुपाद, जय प्रभुपाद, जय प्रभुपाद, जय श्रील प्रभुपाद। जय गुरुदेव, जय गुरुदेव, जय गुरुदेव, जय जय गुरुदेव। जयो विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राज का आचार्य स्तोत्र शत श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राज का आचार्य स्तोत्र शत श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी महाराज शील प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की अंतराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। नामाचार्य श्रीलदास ठाकुर की जय। समवेत गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेष भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। Which language? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Which language? Ajit. Better. ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾ, ಕನ್ನಡ. ಕನ್ನಡ ಬೇಡ. ಅವ್ರು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅನುವಾದ ಮಾಡಿ. ಹಿಂದಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಮಾತಾಜಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? ಹಿಂದಿ? ಹಿಂದಿ. ಹಾ, ಹಿಂದಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ. ಕನ್ನಡ. ಟುಡೇಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಹರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೇ ಇದೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಓಕೆ. ಹ್ಮ್. ನಾ ಭಾರತಿ ಮೇ ಅಂಗ ಮೃಷಾ ಉಪಲಕ್ಷ್ಯತೆ ನ ವೈ ಕ್ವಚಿತ್ ಮೇ मनसः मृषा गतिः न मे ऋषिकाणि वदन्ति असत्पथे यत् मे हृदा औत्कण्ठ्यवता धृता धृतः धृतः हरिः ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಾರಾಂಶ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. न भारती मेऽङ्गमृषोपलक्ष्यते न वै क्वचिन्मे मनसो मृषा गतिः न मे ऋषिकाणि पतन्त्यसत्पते यन्मे हृदौत्कण्ठवता धृतो हरिः न भारति मेऽङ्गमृषोपलक्ष्यते न वै क्वचिन्मे मनसो मृषा गतिः न मे ऋषिकाणि पतन्त्यसत्पते यन्मे हृदोत्कण्ठवता धृतो हरिः न भारति मेऽङ्गमृषोपलक्ष्यते न वै क्वचिन्मे मनसो मृषा गतिः न मे ऋषिकाणि पतन्त्यसत्पते यन्मे हृदौत्कण्ठवता धृतो हरिः इति मेऽङ्गमृषोपलक्ष्यते न मयि क्वचिन्मे मनसा कुशो हरिः न वै ऋषिगाणि पतन्त्यसत्पते यन्मे मृदा उत्कण्ठवता धृतो हरिः न भारति मेऽङ्गमृषोपलक्ष्यते न वै क्वचिन्मे मृषो गतिः न मे ऋषिकाणि पतन्त्यसत्पते न never भारती statements may mind anga o narada mrisha untruth upalakshate prove to be na never why certainly kvachit at any time may mind manasaha of the mind mrisha untruth gatihi progress na nor may mind rishikani senses patanti degrades asat pathe in temporary matter yet because may mind Rida hurt outkantavata by great earnestness Dritaha caught hold of Harihi, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Translation purport was Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki. O Narada, because I have caught hold of the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You can repeat after me. O Narada, because I have caught hold of the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, with great zeal. Whatever I say has never proved to have been false, nor is the progress of my mind ever deterred, nor are my senses ever degraded by temporary attachment to matter. Lord Brahma is the original speaker of Vedic wisdom to Narada, and Narada is the distributor of transcendental knowledge all over the world through his various disciples like Vyasadeva and others. The followers of Vedic wisdom accept the statements of Brahmaji as gospel truth, and transcendental knowledge is thus being distributed all over the world by the process of disciplic succession from time immemorial. Since the beginning of the creation, Lord Brahma is the perfect, liberated living being within the material world, and any sincere student of transcendental knowledge must accept the words and statements of Brahmaji as infallible. The Vedic knowledge is infallible because it comes directly down from the Supreme Lord unto the heart of Brahma, and since he is the most perfect living being, Brahmaji is always correct to the letter. And this is because Lord Brahma is a great devotee of the Lord who has earnestly accepted the lotus feet of the Lord as the supreme truth. In the Brahma Samhita, which is compiled by Brahmaji, he repeats the aphorism Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. I am the worshipper of the original personality of Godhead, Govinda, the primeval Lord. So, whatever he says, whatever he thinks, and whatever he does normally in his mood are to be accepted as truth because of his direct and very intimate connection with Govinda, the primeval Lord. Sri Govinda, who pleasingly accepts the loving transcendental service of his devotees, gives all protection to the words and actions of his devotees. The Lord declares in Bhagavad Gita 9.31, Kaunteya pratijani O son of Kunti, please declare it. The Lord asks Arjuna to declare. Why and why? Because sometimes the declaration of Govinda himself may seem contradictory to mundane creatures, but the mundaner will never find any contradictions in the words of the Lord's devotees. The devotees are especially protected by the Lord so that they may remain infallible. Therefore, the process of devotional service always begins in the service of the devotee who appears in disciplic succession. The devotees are always liberated, but that does not mean that they are impersonal. The Lord is always a person eternally, and devotee of the Lord is also a person eternally. Because the devotee has his sense organs even at the liberated stage, he is therefore a person always. And because the devotee's service is accepted by the Lord in full reciprocation, the Lord is also a person in his complete spiritual embodiment. The devotee's senses, being engaged in the service of the Lord, never go astray under the attraction of false material enjoyment. The plans of the devotee never go in vain, and all this is due to the faithful attachment of the devotee for the service of the Lord. This is standard of perfection and liberation. Anyone beginning from Brahmaji down to the human being is at once put on the path of liberation simply by his attachment in great earnestness for Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, the primeval Lord. The Lord affirms this is in the Bhagavad Gita 14.26. Mam chayo vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatitaitan brahmabhuyaya kalpate. Anyone, therefore, who is earnestly serious in heart and soul about being an intimate touch with the Supreme Personality of Godhead in relationship of transcendental loving service will always be infallible in words and action. The reason is that Supreme Lord is absolute truth, and anything earnestly doubted with the absolute truth attains the same transcendental quality. On the other hand, any amount of mental speculation on the strength of material science and knowledge without any bona fide touch with the absolute truth is sure to be a mundane untruth and failure, simply due to not being in touch with the absolute truth. Such godless, unfaithful words and actions, however materially enriched, are never to be trusted. That is the purport of this important verse. A grain of devotion is more valuable than tons of faithlessness. मज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेव श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्तांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादि पाश्चात्यदेश नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरतशे नमः हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमः तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि पांचाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम। So we are discussing this verse. This verse is saying that my mind, senses, and words will never go uh, away from the Supreme Lord's service because I have caught hold of lotus feet of Lord with great earnestness. Outkantatha. So I'm never going to fall down. Brahma is saying in this verse. In the past uh, chapters, we have discussed how the creation happened and how the uh, Brahma has answered all the questions of Narad Muni. Uh, in this verse, is a somebody may ask question like uh, you have described our spiritual world and you have described that material world is also uh, creation by the Lord, which is temporary, uh, and the objects in the material world can be used in service of the Lord. Uh, but some other learned in scriptures they may say that uh, this world is a play of mind. It is no existence for this material world. Uh, Similarly, one may accept the Supreme Lord also is temporary and he does not have any actual existence. How do should I believe you or should I believe someone having opinion on like this? If somebody asks question like this, for that answer is giving in this verse that please don't listen to those liars who consider material world to be false and the existence of Supreme Lord to be false. Uh, you accept my words to be truth because I have taken shelter of Supreme Lord, and the Supreme Lord is eternal, and his shelter is not going to be so mundane. It is true truth. So whatever I am speaking is revelation, and please accept my words as truth, like that. Brahmaji is speaking in this verse. So one point to be considered in this verse is um, the faith. Shri Shri Radha Nirmala Bhagavan ki jai. The, there can be n- no faith or faith, but there can first thing is there can be no knowledge. Second thing can be knowledge, but without faith. A third thing can be n- knowledge, faith, but as doubts about the destination. Hmm? These three else never uh, become happy in this material world. Like that Krishna says, huh? In Bhagavad 9.31. Agyascha shatradanascha samshayatma vinashyati. Nayam lokosti na puro na sukam samshayatmana. Uh, so, uh, first stage is if you don't have faith, knowledge, give knowledge. But some everybody who's having knowledge not necessarily has faith in this Supreme Lord's words. Uh, uh, Even somebody may develop faith. They may consider that, do I really achieve the destination what is mentioned here, the spiritual world or Supreme Lord's service? People may have doubts. So give up all these doubts and take this process completely like that with full faith, like that he's saying. Uh, we sang that bhajan, Bodo Sukar, Shraddha Mule Bikke Naam, he says. The faith is the only money you are supposed to give for this purchase of holy name. Krishna does not mm, ask anything, whether you are born from high family, low family, rich, poor. So you have faith, you are qualified. You are that is a purport of this verse. Mm. So, uh, so even if you see from Prahlad Maharaj's teachings also, he Hiranyakashipu was also having fully faith, fully knowledge of scriptures. If you see Hiranyakashipu's death, that time he is consoling his wives to giving so many stories, analogies uh, from the various literatures. Your body is temporary, soul is eternal. Why are you lamenting? It's all destiny. Like this, Hiranyakashipu is speaking. He knows philosophy. Also demon, but he don't have faith. You don't accept the destination of Vishnu as the achievable goal. Only knowledge of scripture is not sufficient. Faith in the conclusion of the scripture is also important. He does not accept Vishnu as the supreme. So, uh, it's more important this to develop. How this is developed, this Prahlad Maharaj himself says. Uh, uh, नते विदु स्वार्थ गति में विष्णु दुराशाय बहिरर्थ मानस अंधाय तांदिर उपगिय माना तेपिशु तंत्र विरुदाम निबद्धा. One cannot um, by following those who are blind, we cannot go in the right direction. Uh, um, mm, because external things somebody is attached, they cannot understand the goal of life is Vishnu. Mm. Because the material desires and the attachments does not allow one to pursue in this direction. Uh, uh, Either by himself or by explained by others, one will not develop consciousness of Krishna. Kyunki, why? Because they are uncontrolled senses. Mm. And they're in absorbed in chewing the chewed. Uh, Understand? Matirna Krishne Paratasvato Mito Bipadyata Grihavatanam Adanta Grobhira Vishatam Tamishram Puna Punarscharvitatam. So what is the solution? Next he says, Naishamati Stavar Durakramam. Unless one takes the dust of smear of the lotus feet of the pure devotee and smears all over the body, uh, one cannot develop the uh, attachment to Supreme Lord, lotus feet, which only can remove all the anarthas from our heart. Uh, Mahiyasam Padarajobhishekam Nishkinchananam na Vrinitaya. So this is the solution. Uh, so faith, you want to have faith, associate with those who are having faith. Uh, Similarly, uh, we should. I was hearing Maharaj, Guru Maharaj lecture yeah, on this same sloka he was speaking. People try to go to different uh, places in order to search for happiness. Mm. He was saying California is a place where lot of movie stars are there and natural scenery, natural life is there, very bright, sunny, shiny atmosphere is there. People like to go there always. But that was 10 years back. A big earthquake happened suddenly, and there is no power, and all the drainage system has been blocked, and stool and urine is coming from all the pipes, and people are dying, houses are broken, and and they're not. If devotee is there, you will chant Hare Krishna. If they are not devotees, what they will do? They will simply cry, like that he was telling. Uh, so no matter whatever, all these people who are staying in California are all materially very very exalted people, rich people, and movie stars are big personalities in the society. But they are died. Maharaj said. Who will stay in Bombay? So many rats are there. So many beggars will knock on their car. Uh, if we consider like that, then in Western countries there are no rats, but there are psychedelics. The psychedelics, they enforce you to buy the drugs. Drug addicts, if you don't take, they'll shoot. They'll if you don't give money, they were ready to kill you also. Uh, uh, you don't have security there. Uh, the life is looks like there are no beggars, but people are robbers are so much. They don't hesitate to kill anybody at any time. Uh, So whatever picture is given to us in our circumstance, we should be accepting it and take shelter of holy name and take shelter of um, reality of life with faith. Then we can progress in spiritual life, like that he was telling. Falsely having some attachment. Mm. So he's telling this word outkantata is there. Uh, so means with great zeal, earnestness, one should take shelter of Supreme Personality of God or approach Him or take shelter of Holy Name. He was telling. Uh, so Bhava Bhakti, there are so many features. Avyartha Kalatvam. Avyartha Kalatvam means not wasting any time. Uh, Manashunyata. Don't accept any respect. Expect any respect. Ashabad. Accept faith in the mercy of the Lord and mm, uh, um, Preeti tad vasati sthale, desire to stay at the pastimes of the Lord and desire to hear katha of Lord. Another point is samutkanta. Samutkanta means earnestness to see the Lord or hear the holy name of the Lord. Unless that earnestness is there, um, the, that Krishna consciousness will not get. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavitamati Priyatamapi means you will not get the Krishna consciousness Mati unless that laulyam is there, that greediness is there. Everybody has greed for money. Why people are working so hard? Because for money, they have greed. So that same greed, one should dovetail in direction towards developing association of devotees, uh, earnestness to see the Lord, take shelter of holy name. That same greed we should have. Uh, we don't understand these things because um, uh, practically, if you give some example, something which is very dear to us, how Eh, eh, dosa, if you say, no, some people are smiling here. Dosa, if I say, only by saying dosa, you are smiling. So the earnestness, how much attraction. Uh, like that, the same attraction we should have, the direction we should change. We have so many other places. That's why we don't have having attraction here. Uh, uh, So, including myself, I am also having this problem. Uh, if somebody keeps me mango juice, please have to have attraction to Krishna. Then Krishna is attractive, but mango juice is also attractive. If our conception is like that, uh, so only Krishna is attractive. Nothing else in this world that things should come into our heart. Now our mind says Krishna is attractive, but mango juice is also attractive. Why it is not? Uh, so this is the point is mentioning in this verse. And mm, uh, Brahmaji is telling not out of his own conceptions. He's speaking from scriptures only. The description of spiritual world is mentioned in the various Smriti Shastras. Huh? Like, like for example, sometimes people may ask, "You are speaking your imagination. There is no spiritual word as such. There is only your imagination." No, this is mentioned here. This one Smriti Shastra is mentioned. Tripad vibhuter lokastu asankhya parikirtitaha. So spiritual world is three-fourth of the creation, where unlimited living entities are glorifying Supreme Lord. Shuddha Sattva Maya Sarve Brahmanda Sukhavayah. This is of uh, transcendental mode. Shuddha Sattva, and everybody is very blissful there. Hmm. Sarve Nitya Nirvikara Heya Raga Vivarjita. There is no change, changeless and devoid of passion. Sarve Hiranmayaha Shuddha Koti Surya Samaprabha. It is like golden balls and millions of suns effulgence is coming from the spiritual world. Sarve Vedamaya Divya Kama Krodadi Varjitaha. Everyone is with full knowledge and devoid of lust and anger. Narayana Padambhoja Bhatti Ekarasa Sevinaha. They all are serving Supreme Lord as with one pointed. Ekarasa. They have only one rasa. That is Krishna service. No other rasa. Hmm. We have other rasas here. Ekarasa not there. We have other rasas for other. Nirantaram samagana paripurna sukham shritaha. Uh, all the Vedic Samavedas and all other literatures are also continuously glorifying him. Sarve Pancho Parishada Sarupaya Veda Varchasaha. So the conclusions of all the Upanishads and Vedas is the same thing, spiritual existence. Mm. So this is also mentioned in Padma Purana. Tripada Vyapti Param Dhamni Pado Seyaha Bhavat Punaha. So this Tripad Vibhuti, the spiritual world is three part of the creation. It is Param Dhama. Mm. Tripad Vibhutir Nityam Syat Anityam Padam Aishwaram. So whatever the opulence is there in material world, it is temporary. The Nityam Tadrupam Ishasya Param Dhamni Sthitam Shubham. So Supreme Lord is form is eternal and topmost and all auspicious. Uh, Achyutam Shashvatam Shashvatam Divyam Sada Yauvanam Ashritam. The Supreme Lord is Achyuta, is infallible and eternal and spiritual and eternally youth, and is Nityam Sambhogam Ishwarya Shriya Bhaumya cha Samvritam. So he is accompanied by three Shaktis, Ishwar Shakti, Ishwari, Shri, and Bhumi, and is enjoying with their company in spiritual world. So these are all their eternal existence of spiritual world. We are not something concocting about spiritual world. This is it. Shriya Kanta Kanta Parama Purusha Kalpataro Druma Bhumi Chintamani Ganamai Toyam Amrutam Kata Ghanam Natyam Vamshi Priya Saki Chidanandam Jyoti Paramapicha Jastu Mahan. The description is there. So we should accept some words of the scriptures and the words of the great devotees like Brahmaji, the eternal truth, and there is no should be any doubts among these things. Mm. So this is what Brahmaji is expressing. Please accept my words as it is. Don't follow liars who consider material world is everything, all in all, and material enjoyment. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Welcome. Tulsi Priya Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Tamangu. So this is what we are supposed to, we try to develop in the due course of our devotional practice by associating with those who are having faith, and um, then gradually we will develop realizations. Now we are only theoretical. Then when we have develop the faith and practice, then the realization will come. And then when we with the realization, when we speak to people, then people will take it very seriously. Then immediately they take to devotional process. I'm also lacking in this. So hope by mercy of all the devotees, someday I'll get some drop of faith. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any questions, queries, and any comments? Yes, ma'am. I wanted to summarize whole the what all Brahmaji spoke, but time is not so. Mm. 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 Yeah. Mm. Mm. So yeah, yeah, yeah. I wanted to say this also, but time was not there. So Prabhupada, when he went to Western country, um, some amongst a big crowd he was addressing. After that address and all, then somebody was very doubtful mind. He was standing there, and Prabhupada understood what he is thinking. Why this person is getting so much respect? Prabhupada, asked, do you know why these people are respecting me so much? They're paying obeisance on the road and everything. In a room, if you put me with uh, many naked women, I'm not going to get disturbed. That's why they're worshipping me as guru. So he said this sentence. Uh, so unless one is fully self-controlled, one cannot become guru. Mm, mm. Udara jiva udara upasta vegam. So like that, Prabhupada answered this. Then he got convinced. Okay, spiritual master means should be fully. Unless he is having all the six Vegas controlled, he cannot uh, become guru or he cannot deliver others. But afterwards, he went immediately in front of Supreme altar and he started praying. I have told like this, kindly save me in difficult situations. In when times of Maya is there, I have told because you will save me. I have faith in you. So by your faith, trust. I told those things to that person. So now your responsibility to your to save me in from. So like that. So they are telling confidently, it's on the looks like their own pride they are speaking. No, they are having Krishna confidence because yes, I'm not going to get fall down because Krishna has promised name bhakta pranashati in the purport also is there. So uh, if I serve Krishna, Krishna will protect me. So that confidence they have, so they are able to say, oh, that yeah, this is uh, never going to happen like this. The Krishna confidence is not self confidence. The words are not self confidence means pride. A material world, there are seminars on self confidence development, but you know, personality development, how to build self confidence. We want to build Krishna confidence, not self confidence. So those words are because of um, trust in Krishna, not when even Guru says, uh, "Follow me." Then he's saying he's following his superiors, he's following his Krishna, so he is able to tell like, hmm. Some, so that is their transparency. That shows the transparency. You follow me means I am following transparently, so you follow me. So if are we in that if we are in that state, we can speak like that. Or today's lecture, I can say this is all whatever I said is perfect, because I have repeated. Uh, So I can say that okay, this is truth. Unless we have that, means if we are if we are having full transparency, then we can tell that yes, it's a simple sentence. If you chant Hare Krishna, your life will become successful. Are you sure? Yes, I can. I'm going to say 100% sure because I have heard from the authorities. Listen, yes, if you take shelter of Krishna, lotus feet, you're able to cross the material world, ocean. Yes, I can say 100%. There's no pride in this. Tamashritaya pada pallavaplavam mahatpadam punyasho murare bhavambudivasya patsapadam padam padam yadvipadam. So on the authority, we have confidence, then we speak, then it is not pride. Just like somebody is topper in the class, we say, no, this example, who is first rank, if somebody stands in first rank, there is no any pride. His first rank student is training. Similarly, Krishna says, Matta Parataram Nanyat. There's no pride. When Krishna says, no, nobody equal to me and nobody is super, how proud is he? He's saying nobody is equal to me. Yes, nobody is equal to him. That's why he's telling. If Krishna does not say, tell about him, we will not understand who is God. If you say all the literatures I'm speaking, if you want to accept or don't want to accept, I also don't have faith, then who will accept? Uh, Although I may not have the realization, I may not have sufficient faith, but if you say, see, this will deliver you, there is no doubt about this. This much we can say. And ours, this is what my understanding. Has somewhat answered your doubt or uh, I have now developed fully whatever confidence I'm saying. When I speak something like this, it may be because of pride. Shila Prabhupada ki jai.